Hello, and welcome back. Welcome back to the Football Corner. Welcome back to another live stream, another show, another video on the channel. Big up, big up, big up, and welcome back to the channel. Today, my people, today, as you can see by the background, we are going to be speaking about Champions League, Heritage, the best competition in the world, and we are going up against PSV away. PSV away at the Philips Stadium, where we will be playing PSV. And I will be joined shortly by Ashraf, where we will speak about the game tomorrow, what kind of lineup we should go with, and just how we should approach this game. But first of all, guys, I want you to make sure you're smashing that like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel because any subscription helps out with the channel and the content. And likes are appreciated as well to make sure that this is going out to every single person that it can and that our content is reaching loads more people in the world. Now, PSV. Ashraf will be joining me. He is just running late at the moment, but PSV, I believe are at the moment are sitting. I'm just going to double check it. At the moment, I think they're sitting top of the league, in the Eredivisie. I'm just going to double check it now, guys, because I don't want to get my facts wrong. But I'm 100% sure, or I'm 90% sure, sorry, that PSV are sitting top of the league. Now, you'd probably ask, why is the title? Yes, they are. They're sitting 10 points clear of Feyenoord. 10 points clear of Feyenoord. They are yet to lose a game, my people. Yet to lose a game in the league. 15 games, unbeaten. No draws, no losses, nothing. Straight 15 wins. Yeah, they're sitting 45 points, while Feyenoord are sitting at 35 points with 11 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses. And you guys might be asking, why? Why have you put the title down as just play the kids? Well, the explanation to that is very simple. For me, this game right now is an opportunity to give players, young players, a run around, give them a chance to prove their worth in the first team. And this is also a chance to give the starters, players like Saliba, players like Saka, players like Martinelli, players that have basically played game in, game out, week on week. Been playing 2 games a week for a while. They've been playing it. And they've been going to international duty. Yeah, Saka, I do not want to see that guy anywhere near this squad. Apparently, he was missing from training today. I don't want to see him anywhere near this squad, guys. Anywhere near this squad today. Martinelli, nowhere near this squad. We do not need him. We can play Reece Nelson on the left side. Eddie Nketiah can get his little run in, see what he can do against PSV. Can he score? Probably going to be his first start in the Champions League. So we're going to see what he can do. He will definitely come in for this game. On the right side, we don't need to go with Saka. We don't need to go with Jesus. Why not give Segal Jr. another run in? If not Segal Jr., why not give Miles Skelly another run in? Let him go out on that right side. He's played right wing before. Ethan Nwaneri needs to have a game. He needs to start this game. For us. There's no way that he goes without a showing tomorrow. No way he goes without touching that pitch tomorrow. Royal Waters. I've been asking for Royal Waters to get some game time. He's been on the bench. He's been training with the first team for so long. Yet he doesn't get the chance. And for me, big up Zayn as well. Saying a meaningless away game where the kids should play. I feel you, bro. Yeah, listen, it is meaningless because we are sitting top of the league. We're not sitting top of the league anymore. we're sitting second in the league, but we're sitting top of our Champions League group. This is how finished I am. I was just about to say we're sitting top of our Europa League group. That's what I was about to say. This is how much I've been used to the mud, you know? This is how I set up a house and made it out of mud and out of sand and do you know what I mean? And dirt, and I made it into what my house is. And then now I've got an upgrade. We are sitting top of our Champions League group with a game to spare, people. 12 points. PSV can't catch us. They could finish second, however, they can't catch us. Simple as that. Now, going back to Royal Waters. Royal Waters has been screaming for a game. Has been screaming for a game. Bro, screaming for a game, man. Yeah, 100%, bro. I'm in the brick house now. I'm in the brick house. Let's see him try and blow the brick house down. Yeah, he ain't doing that, is he? But yeah, listen. Royal Waters has been screaming for a game, man. For a minute now. For a minute. And I feel like it's justified for him to get a game today. Or tomorrow, sorry, when we play PSV. It is going to be an early kickoff. I believe kickoff is at 5:45 is when the game kicks off. Champions League. So I still will expect a win. I'll always expect a win. Because I want the kids to go out there and I want them to show me, listen, this is what I can do against PSV, a team that is unbeaten in the league. Unbeaten in their league. This is what I can do. Give me a chance. Give me a chance against Brighton. Yeah? Yes, that's exactly what I was waiting for. Koze Dubry, bro. Koze Dubry. I believe he's a player who can play on the right wing. He's a player who can play on the right wing. He's a player that we can play. Cedric. We can give Cedric a game, finally. Somewhere where Cedric can actually play. Stretch his legs. I mean, come on, people. This is what these games are made for these players that are basically here ready to be sold. I mean, Cedric, I can't wait for him to go in January. I cannot wait, mate. He is literally wasting away that money that he is. What's happening there? Yeah, he is just wasting away however much he's getting. Actually, you know what? Let me quickly do a quick search. Just let me do a quick search because I'm sure that the findings are gonna embarrass me, and they're gonna make me feel so sad inside. Let's just have a look at Cedric Suarez's weekly wage. Weekly wage. 75k a week. Now, to be honest, I thought it'd be more than that. 75k a week that could go to another signing. That could go to another signing. And this guy is sat on my bench. He's sat on my bench. Man is just there to fill up. Man is literally, you know when they say somebody is there to make up the numbers? Bro, he's there to make up the numbers. He's there because he refused to be sold. Now, let me just quickly bring out my boy Ashraf, who is here to join me while we preview this game. We will be going into PSV's form and their games during this during the Champions League and how they've gone into them. We will also be going into score predictions. We will be talking about our starting 11, who we can go with. Exactly. Wasting a good squad number like number 17. Wasting it for no reason. Bro, I can't wait, man. He is the last one, I believe, of those shit players. Because El Neni, I feel like that's it. He's coaching role now. But anyway, let me bring out Ashraf before we get started, guys. Please welcome him, my brother from Maghreb, from the Bled. Big up Ashraf. How's it going, my bro?
Big up, everyone. Big up, Sad. I'm so sorry I'm late.
All
Had a
good,
game and
bro.
it ran a bit late, so I'm afraid I had to rush back here.
Nah, all good, man. All good. How you doing? You good?
All good, man. Alhamdulillah. Just yeah, man. Busy
Preparing.
week, but yeah, preparing. Honestly, nothing to prepare for. Like for me, this game is like a dead rubber.
Mm,
Um, I heard what you said. I definitely want to see us play the second team.
yeah.
None of the main guys need to be there. Um, but I do want to see those second team guys like prove something. Remember the Carabao Cup when we spoke about it in the West Ham game, and I was like,
Mm,
this is a chance for them to audition and say like, hey, like I know it's a dead rubber game, but let me try and fight for a spot in the main team. And
yeah.
um, if you remember, Saka did that a couple of years ago, and he played in the Europa League, and he scored that
Yeah.
banger against Frankfurt and stuff, and then he started playing starting for us.
Oh.
Remember that Frankfurt goal? Like, oh, bro,
Ah,
that was
don't remind
fire.
me. What
That was
about
fire.
Martinelli? Do you remember Martinelli's goal
Martinelli was the
on his
Carabao Cup.
debut?
Yeah, he was top
No,
scorer
no,
in the Carabao Cup. I remember.
he scored in his debut as well in Europa as well. He
I think
scored in
so.
his
Yeah,
debut.
yeah, yeah. But I remember him in the Carabao Cup when he scored the header and he scored the other one, and he was like top scorer. I think for a little while he had 5 goals.
Mm,
And yeah, look, Martinelli and Saka are great examples. Two youngsters who came in through the Europa, through these dead rubber games, and managed to get spots in. So
mm.
yeah,
But
man.
Ashraf, this is the question though, yeah. This is the question because if we want to put it out blunt like this, yeah,
Mm.
I'll put it out. I'm forward, so I'll say it straight as it is, yeah. Is Arteta the man that can bring out these or give these younger players a career? Is
I
he?
think I think I
Because
think so, man.
let's face it. Now hold on, just follow my train of thought.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's face it, who was the man that bought us Saka? Who was the man that gave Emil Smith Rowe his chance? Who was the man that bought in Martinelli? Unai Emery. It wasn't. It wasn't Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta picked up the pieces and found Saka carrying the team. Found him in such an important role where he was coming on and putting good performances in for us.
Mm.
Maybe it wasn't to the level that he is now, but he was still showing maybe 10% of that where it could be. So I'll always give Mikel Arteta the praises for developing him as a player, but bringing them into the team is different.
Yeah.
Knowing when to bring them into the team, how many minutes to give them with the
Mm.
starters so they can slowly get used to playing with the starters. Because Saka, Smith Rowe, and Martinelli, they were eased in a way where they were given minutes here, given minutes there. Saka was playing at left back for fuck's sake.
Yeah, yeah.
Left back.
Saliba was sent on loan a couple of times.
Exactly. They were given
Mm.
time to get in or get into the game, get used to playing with the first team.
Yeah.
I don't want somebody to be just thrown into the first team. I want games like this for them to start to progress, to play, to get used to playing as a first team player, and then you start to put them into different games. You put them in 75 minutes, 75th minute. You just sling a young player on, see what he can do. Royal Waters, I was saying that already. Royal Waters has been screaming for that opportunity. He's been training with the first team for
A
a
long
season
time.
and a half.
Yeah.
A season and a half that he's been training with the first team. How many times does he need to train with the first team for him to actually get an opportunity in our first team? Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I think he's a very good right back. And I
Even
think he can
Ethan,
even play centre back, can't he?
yeah, I think
Left,
so.
right centre back. So
I think so. Even Ethan Wareri, I know he gave him his debut last season. He
yeah,
became the youngest ever player, but we never saw him after that. So I'm a bit
no,
surprised he didn't give him.
bro. That
Yeah,
was
just that was
headlines,
just to
bro.
break a record. I
That
know, like it was
was
obvious, like just let's get the record in Arsenal's name, but
yeah,
you would still think like because he is a talent apparently, so you would still think he'd see. Look, regarding your point, I hear what you're saying because none of our young stars technically came from Arteta. And the ones that he seems to be having lots of faith in and giving new contracts to, like Nelson and Ketia, don't seem to be those kind of talents.
yeah,
The thing is, I think it's mainly because he's coming under pressure. When he joined us, obviously in 2019, 2020, we were a shit show, if you remember. Like we were languishing in eighth. We still finished eighth that season, but he won us the FA Cup. The season after that, there were expectations because we were playing so well. You know, we beat Liverpool, we beat City, we beat Chelsea in the space of a couple of months. So I think he came in with that pressure, and obviously with all the things that happened, I don't think he wanted to experiment and give any time to kids. I think he just wanted to make sure he's making the next jump as soon as possible. Because a lot of these managers, like you saw Emery, right? Like Wenger obviously stayed for long because Wenger had so much credit in the bank that he stayed for too long, even when like he was way past expiration date in terms of his managerial career at Arsenal. With Emery, it was like literally a season and a half and he was done, which is something like a bit abnormal for Arsenal. Because even George Graham before that, I think was there for like almost a decade or so, right? So
Yeah.
they literally sacked Emery after a season and a half because the second season he was eight. They're like, yo, done with that. So I think Arteta probably was thinking the same thing. It's like I need to get results
I'm
ASAP.
still no, but I'm still under the thought process of if we had stuck with Unai Emery, where do you think we'd be?
Nah, nowhere, bro.
If he was backed,
Even if he was back.
the way that Arteta has been backed, where do you think we'd be?
Sad. He has a history of one of the worst ever bottle jobs in the Champions League. 4-0 up in the first leg and lost the second leg 6-1.
Against,
and they kept him.
okay,
And they kept him.
okay, but
he still got knocked out.
That's one of the best teams in history that we're talking about.
But it's 4-0. It's 4-0.
But yeah, but what I'm saying is, yeah, if we look at that game, we look at that game by itself and say, how can he be 4-0 and you lose it 6-1? But if we look at the team that he played, MSN, firstly, yeah, which at that time MSN were fucking killing it. Killing it. Yeah, Messi was on fire. Neymar was on fire. Suarez was doing absolute filth on the pitch, bro. Killing teams. Okay, and yes, they lost 6-1 after the biggest bottle job. Yeah, I understand that, but it's still Barcelona.
He also lost the league to Monaco. So this is what I'm saying. Like of all the managers who have gone there and lost leagues, right? Guess who ended the season without a league title in the last, like, since they became a superpower and since they won their first league in 2013, I think. Guess who were the two managers? Emery and Pochettino.
Yeah.
There you go, right? Obviously, Pochettino, you might say, okay, fair enough. He joined only at half season. But even the next season when he won the league, he won it by default because they didn't win a single away game against any of the top 6, I think, or 7 or something like that. So, I don't know, bro. I think this is his level. I think his level is to take like a mid-table team, right? He gets a little backing, gets some of these young, talented players, or not necessarily young, but like talented players who are not sought after like by the big clubs, but are like decent enough for like a mid-table team.
Pau Torres is a
but then again, he's a very good signing. But again, over who? Over Gabriel?
No. As a backup.
Oh yeah, fair. Of course, as a backup, yeah, 100%. But like as a starter, he wouldn't start in any of the major teams. So I think with Emery, it was just the thing is, you see, like with certain managers, you want to see something. You either want to see a style or you want to see performances. You cannot have neither. The problem with United and the reason why people criticize Ten Hag now is because there's neither. There's no style and there's no process. When he came to us the first season, fair enough, he was there was no style, but there were performances at least, right? And we went on that 22-23 game unbeaten run. We reached the Europa League final. We smashed Valencia in the process there. Obviously, the final was horrendous, but let's ignore that for a second. He bottled top 4, if you remember that season, by the way. We were favorites for top 4. I think the game week 34 or something, we finished 3rd or 4th. And then he lost like 2-3 games in a row and we got knocked out by Tottenham and Chelsea there. So I don't know, man. Like I feel like with a big club, he's just not the kind of manager that'll thrive there. I think he'll thrive in that mid-level. Just like Eddie Howe, just like Graham Potter and all these guys. I don't think these guys handle the pressure for a league title that well.
Yeah, no. Fair enough. Well, going back to PSV, because we are playing them tomorrow. Looking at their record, I believe they've only lost once this season.
At home or overall?
No, they've only in the league they're unbeaten. Fully, like 15 wins. They've played 15, won 15. Damn. Like 10 points. They're 10 points. Yeah. PSV are on fire in the league right now.
Jeez, I didn't even know that, bro.
Yeah, they're playing very good football in the league. So the fact that we blitzed them 4-0, the only team that they've lost to is us. That was at home when we blitzed them 4-0.
That was a smashing, yeah.
Yeah, and that's the only team that they lost to. So it just shows how much levels we are. Then they draw to Sevilla at home. Then they draw to Lens away. Then they win at home to Lens 1-0. And then they win 3-2 away to Sevilla.
That was lucky, bro. They were 2-0 down, and I think Ramos was it Ramos who got a red card? I think Ramos got a red card.
Yeah,
And
it was.
They came back after that, but yeah. Look,
they have us now.
Even if we went with our main team, obviously they would have given us a fight, but I would be 100% confident we'd win because, like, just seeing their style of football, the way they like to play such an open attacking game, it suits us. Like, we know Aston Villa tried playing that game against us. Okay, yes, we lost, but we like on any other day, like the same guys who missed, if they had their shooting boots on, we probably go and win that game, right? So I don't think we'll be that wasteful every single game, like that too with like such open chances. The thing is, because we're going with the second team, and I know we're not doing score predictions now, we'll do it at the end, but I was saying this like everywhere, like that we shouldn't panic if we lose that game, right? The thing that'll annoy me is if we play the second team and they don't fight for it, they let it go so easy, they let PSV dominate us, because then where is that squad depth that we have been praising in the summer, right? We've been saying we've got squad depth finally, we've got like almost one backup for every single position and all that stuff. And now it's their time to try and make a case for Kivior, for Nketiah, for maybe Trossard, Jorginho, Reece Nelson. Smith Rowe is back in full training. Maybe he'll get some minutes. It's time
We're going to get to that, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's time for all these guys to actually say, hey, you know what? Give me a chance. Like, I can do something. Ramsdale obviously will play, like, maybe if he can keep a clean sheet, I think with Ramsdale as well, the main thing we'll notice is this distribution, right? Like, if he concedes, but it's not his fault, nobody will blame him. But if he's distributing the ball well, moving, because that's one of the main complaints, right, of Arteta, from what we know, right, is his ball distribution is not on the same level that he wants as Reyes, for example. So I want to see these guys fight. But if they play well and they put up a good game and we end up losing, fair enough. Like, I wouldn't be that mad, because I know that even Arteta probably himself would not have taken that game that seriously. Otherwise, he wouldn't be resting most of the guys. Now, if Arteta goes and starts 3, 4, 5 starting 11 players, then first of all, that'll be stupid in my opinion, because you're risking injuries, especially with 2 very, very difficult games coming up, right, in the league. A team that we haven't beat at home in the last 2-3 seasons, and the other team away from home that we always struggle against. So I do think he'll rest majority of the starting 11, but if he does end up going with 3, 4, 5 starting 11 players, bruh, we better come back with a win then. We better come back with a win. Yes, last season's 2-0 defeat still annoys me. I know it's just the Europa League. I know we topped the group anyways. It's just that they dominated us, bro. They dominated us. Xavi Simons and what's his name? The guy at Liverpool now, Gakpo. They ran us over, bro. And that's the thing I don't want to see again this season.
Yeah, and right now, they are, listen, they're killing it. They're killing
in their league, yeah.
Luke de Jong, who plays for them, I think he's on like 15 GA or something like that.
Is this the striker, Luke de Jong? Bro, he's shit. He's
good
for their level, but he's shit.
He's good for their level.
Yeah.
So, bro, you just don't want them to start dominating us. I agree with you.
100%, yeah.
That in this game, I want to see them fight for it, like as if this is a Champions League final. That's the kind of hunger I want from my squad. Even if it's the second team, even if it's the third team, I want them to fight for it like it's the Champions League final, and they're gonna get a trophy at the end. Big up Skull-X in the building. Big up my bro. Big up. Yeah. So Smith Rowe coming in. My boy, he's finally back. Yeah, Smith Rowe would have scored.
His boy as well. Yeah.
Smith Rowe would have scored that, bro. He would have scored that.
Probably
that shot against Aston Villa. He would have. He
would have definitely scored one of the two. Like maybe not both.
He would have scored both.
I think he would have scored both. But I'm saying at the very least, assuming he's not having his best game, he would have scored at least one of the two. But yeah, man. Look, I'm glad he's back. We need again. I'm not glad he's back for this game. I'm glad he's back generally, because I think with the upcoming fixtures, I just want to see options. I want to see us rotate certain players who are not in form. I'm not being reactionary and saying, oh, Odegaard is out of form because of one game. Because the 2-3 previous games, he actually was playing quite well. And he looked like he was getting back to form. He was dropping deep, getting the ball and receiving it in good positions, creating a lot of chances. Um, he was incredible against Wolves. He was incredible against Luton Town towards the last like 20-30 minutes. But in case he pulls off another stinker like the one against Aston Villa, I do want to see us have someone different come in. You remember a couple of seasons ago when we finished fifth, right? And he was rotating between him and between Smith Rowe and Odegaard. Sometimes he would play Smith Rowe left. Sometimes when he finally fixed on Martinelli on the left, he would like play Smith Rowe in the middle. He benched Smith Rowe for a couple of games, and he would bring him off the bench and he would score. Like we had proper competition, and I remember there was a run when Odegaard was playing really well and scoring in 3-4 games, 5 games in a row. And then there was
Yeah.
another round of games when Smith Rowe scored in 4, 5, 6 games in a row. I think that's what competition does. And that's what something that City had in abundance when they had Bernardo Silva and Mahrez competing on the right. Even Foden sometimes. De Bruyne could play in the middle. David Silva, when he was there, could play in the middle. Bernardo could play in the middle as well. So you want to have that kind of competition. Right now, there are two positions, in my opinion, where we don't have adequate competition. One of them, I think we have competition, but for whatever reason, we just don't use it. And that is the attacking mid. I
Yeah.
think Trossard would be an incredible 10 for us.
You see, I don't even bother bringing that up because that's never going to be a possibility. For some reason,
I don't get why.
for some
If you're playing him
reason,
in, yeah.
Arteta's never going to play Trossard in that position. I think he would suit that position,
Mm.
but Arteta's never going to play him. So right
But
now,
the thing
all I
is,
ask is he plays him at left 8.
But exactly, but that's the point. He's played him as a left 8. So if you've already played him as a left 8 and you've already played him as a second striker or a striker, you've already played him on the right and the left. Why not play him as a 10 again? I'm not saying in every game or immediately, but when Odegaard is having certain stinkers, which he was having in the beginning of the season, there were like 4 or 5 games in a row where I was like, yo, another bad game of Odegaard, another bad game of Odegaard, another bad game of Odegaard. And he only finally got dropped when he got injured, right? Whereas Trossard would have been an amazing option there. The guy, he can pass, he can shoot, he can hold the ball well, he obviously tracks back. Anyways, now he, as you mentioned, I don't think he'll ever do that for whatever reason. I hope he does that with Smith Rowe now, right? The other position where we don't have competition, unfortunately, is Saka's, right? So Saka could pull off 10 stinkers in a row, and he will 100% keep starting. It doesn't matter. No matter what happens. So Arteta will be like Rashford's thing, like play him to form. Luckily for us, Saka is no Rashford. He puts in effort, he tracks back, and he at least comes up with GA in certain games, but we do need competition.
Even when he's playing shit. I've seen Saka, especially this season. He's dropped 0 out of 10, and still come up with an
assist or a goal,
an important pass or a goal. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's important. That's important because a lot of those players who like for instance, I know it's funny how everybody sits there and says, "Oh, Salah's clear." He is clear.
Yeah, overall.
But what I'm talking about when I say certain characteristics from Saka are the similar to Salah's, is when I say if Salah's having a stinker, Salah will still pull something amazing out of nowhere. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He may have been shit for majority of the game, but Salah will still be able to score a goal or pull out an assist. Similar thing with Saka. Yeah. Now, obviously, Salah is miles clear of Saka. I feel like he is another level because he's experienced, and let's face it, he's the best right winger in the world. At the moment, he is.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna sit there and count Messi because
no. I agree with you.
His career.
Messi's gone to
USA. There's still people now who will sit there and say, "Nah, Messi's still playing. How can he be the best in the world, bruv? Forget that shit, man. Messi's even dropped into the camera.
He's the GOAT. Don't get me wrong, the greatest of all time. But like,
of course,
his time is done. Not time done, but like, he's no longer the best in the world. Like, come on.
Listen,
look, I agree with you.
Let's not even get into the best of all, the greatest of all time, bro. The GOAT in it, because
the greatest of all time is Messi. Let's not do that.
At some point during my life, I was a Ronaldo over Messi guy. But
you saw the light.
That was just until he won something with his nation, and then he proved me wrong when he won the Copa America, and then he one-upped on that and said, "Fuck you, Sard. when he went and won the World Cup. So I was proven wrong. I was like, okay, fair.
For me,
I
even with
didn't.
that,
I wasn't familiar with
we
that
won't get
him
into it
again.
because it's a long thing. But even before the Copa
Yeah,
America, I had him as the goat. Now I can explain it easily. But anyways, look, back
that's a whole
to
video in itself, bro.
yeah,
That's a
that's a
whole
whole
video in
video.
it. That's a
That's the
whole
thing.
video in itself.
I can
Guys
easily
will be doing that,
I can
bro.
easily break it down why he was the goat before the Copa America without even mentioning World Cup and Copa America. But anyways, we'll one day maybe in the future we'll do a video about that.
Nah,
Uh,
we will.
for me, like with the Smith Rowe thing now, I don't think he should start tomorrow because he's just fresh back from injury. But I do want to see him come off the second half and not like the last 5-10 minutes. I think enough minutes for him to have some sort of like impact.
Yeah. Bro, anytime Arteta does that, yeah, he brings them on for like 5 minutes.
Don't get it. I don't get it. Like,
Why?
what are you doing? Like, he'll
There's
barely have 5 touches on the ball.
exactly, and the thing is, for a rule of thumb,
Mm,
normally is you give a player 15 to 20 minutes.
mm.
That gives them 5 to 10 minutes to actually get warmed up and get into
Yeah,
the game, and then it
100%.
gives them another 10 minutes plus additional time
Yeah,
to be in the game and do what they need to do. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
But when you're bringing a player on 5 minutes, it's nothing. They're not even warmed up and into the game. They can probably get it there in 5 minutes,
mm.
but then they've only got like what 2 minutes left to play when they're fully warmed
Yeah.
up and that.
I don't understand. Some managers do that. I've never understood that logic, seriously. But unless you're bringing in a defender to like shore up the game in the last like 5 minutes, then fair enough. But
The only
anyways,
time
like
the only time I agree with it, and even now it doesn't work anymore.
mm.
But the only time I used to agree with it was time wasting.
Yeah,
Not
but it
sling on
doesn't work.
someone
Yeah,
just to waste time. But even now, that doesn't even work anymore
bro,
because
they will give you like
you
5
add
minutes
on
stoppage
time.
time, and they'll add on
Exactly.
3-4 more.
Exactly. We've seen it today,
Yeah,
bro. Look at that. Look at it against Aston Villa.
yeah,
Bro, we went into the 90th minute. It was 5 minutes. Bro, we played an extra 3 minutes on top of that
exactly.
because of the stoppage, which checked the
Yeah,
handball.
100%,
So,
100%. And that's why
yeah.
for me, like I want to see him play like maybe like I want to see him come in the 55th minute, 60th minute, something like that. Whatever the score is, whether we're winning or losing, or if it's a draw, just so he could get some run of games. I don't understand why Arteta doesn't rate him though, because if you remember, even when he was fit, he was still
I
like
think
picking
he's,
Vieira over him.
bro.
I
I
I
think
I,
I
I don't
think
know
Smith Rowe is levels, bro.
about
Levels.
Vieira for sure.
The only thing that really hurt Smith Rowe is his injury record. Yeah, and that was a reoccurring injury in the exact same place. It's not like he had an injury here, and then he had an injury in another place, and then his shoulder was gone, and then his groin, and then his ankle. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about his groin was fucked, so
Mm.
he had to get surgery on that shit.
But this injury he got recently was his knee or something, right?
Yeah, but
Okay.
that's when you go out for a long time and you haven't played for a long time.
Mm.
Normally, a doctor will say if you go back into like intense training and intense sports,
Mm.
you might get like an injury that just occurs just based off of you not doing intense sport for a while. Do you know what I mean?
Mm. Yeah.
So because he hasn't done sports for a while, he might get another injury, possibly in his knee or possibly in his calf or something like that, just because they pull it. Or maybe in his knee, he might have pulled something in his knee or torn something in his knee. Obviously, he hasn't fully gone out. I can still see you, by the way. You froze there for a hot second, but I can still see you. But even when a player is, let's say, for instance, they've come back from an injury where they've taken. Let's use, for instance, Timber. Timber has been out for what, almost half the season, if not, he's going to be out for 3/4 of the season. So Timber being out, I don't know if you, Ashraf, I don't know if you want to dip out for a second and come back.
Drop off and
Yeah, drop off and come back. But guys, even Timber, let's say for instance, Timber has been gone 3/4 of the season. When Timber comes back, it's likely that he'll get an injury, maybe a small one. Yeah. Yo, yeah, you're back. Perfect.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I was saying Timber, when he comes back, he's gone for 3 quarters of the season. When he comes
Yeah,
back, it's likely he might get a small injury, maybe something in his ankle, maybe his calf. He
that's why I
pulls his
don't think
calf
Arteta will
muscle.
rush him.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's gonna happen because somebody's out of, like Smith Rowe, during that time where he had his operation, he was not doing no sports. Might
Mm,
have been doing stretches. He might have been in the pool trying to walk and stuff like that, and
mm,
maybe do like a I don't know, squats or something in the swimming pool, just because
yeah,
it's obviously it's a bit more easier to do in water.
yeah.
But bro, he's not doing no intense sport. Once you come back into training sessions are intense, and playing in the football game is intense. So I can't sit here and say he's injury prone because he had that one injury in his groin, and now he's come back and he's had a knee issue. That's just because he hasn't played enough. Yeah, so that's basically I longed it out, but that's
Mm.
basically the crux of it. Is
Look, I'm looking at his injury record. Like I agree with you. Like the bulk of it is groin. Like he had a groin injury in 18, 19, 91
yeah,
days. He had another groin injury again 1920 that kept him out 11 days, and then a groin surgery that kept him out 63 days. This was the one last season.
yeah,
And now he's got a knee injury. So I agree with you. He has some others that are like normal, like the head injury. It says here 14 days. He had a
yeah.
shoulder injury that kept him out for 46 days, which is mad.
That was when he
And
was
then
young, wasn't it?
that was no, that was 2 seasons ago. That was the season when we finished
Oh, I
eighth
know.
and won
Yes,
nothing.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, September to October, and then he came back later and he was in the team.
Like a funny guy, bro. Listen, it's step the season where we finished eighth and won nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
That's how I
bro,
remember it. It was a
how do you know
miserable year,
how
bro.
in the mud we are, bro, that we just laugh at that now, bro. It's
Bro,
crazy. You know, back
crazy.
then we were like, bro, if we could just get top four, if we could just get fifth or something. You
Bro,
know what I
you say
mean,
that. I
bro?
didn't. I had no hope of top four. I thought the only way we get back to the Champions League is by winning the Europa League. I promise you. Because I was just looking, I'm like, man, there's no way we're gonna like we were so in the mud. This is exactly what I was telling you guys last time when we were talking with Giuseppe and T, and I was like, bro, like if we had a deflected goal against like Huddersfield Town, I'll be celebrating. I'm like, yes, like 1
Yeah,
nil own goal. I don't give a shit, bro. We
I
were
was the same.
that in the mud, bro.
Yeah.
We were
I
that
was
in
the
the mud.
exact
Like it's
I
crazy.
was exactly the same, bro. Like 2-3 seasons ago, bro. You give me you give me like an own goal to Sheffield United or something, and then we struggle for a bit during the game, but we still get that 1-0 win
I'll
with the
take
own
it.
goal. Bro, I'm taking that. I'm celebrating. I'm like, yeah, I got a win
Yeah.
today, lads.
I'm
Yeah, I got a
crashing
win
on
this
people.
weekend.
Exactly.
I'm crashing it on you guys today. I got my win. How about you guys? And I'm probably sitting like seventh or something in the league.
You know who's that like that? United is like that right now.
Yeah,
United is exactly where we were a couple of seasons ago when we finished
yeah.
eighth without a single thing. But and Chelsea's even worse. I wouldn't even talk about Chelsea. Chelsea's even way
Nah,
deeper in the mud, bro.
they're a
I
hole. They're
promise
in a
you, if they don't,
hole.
bro, if they don't finish top 10 again for the second season in a row, I swear to you, I'm actually gonna say they're not a top 6 team anymore. Wallahi, qasaman billah, they're not a top 6 team anymore. Because how many seasons in a row do you not do you have to finish outside the top 6 for you to not be considered a top 6 team?
Hmm.
Oh my god. And they're not like Liverpool or United when they finish out when United or Liverpool finish outside the top 6, you banter because the clubs are huge. Like they've got massive fan bases, bro.
Yeah.
Like now Chelsea loses games and we don't give a shit. Like they lost to Everton, nobody spoke about it. We're like Bournemouth, Aston Villa beat Arsenal. No one gave a shit about Everton, Chelsea because they're like, okay, what's new, bro?
Bro,
Ah,
it's
the
the
good days,
the come up
mate.
the come up was crazy, bro. Because
Ya Rab, don't let these
the
days end.
bad,
Ya Rab.
yeah, please, do not let these days end because I never want to go back to those times, man. They were dark times. They were dark times, man. Sometimes I still look back to that Europa League final, bro.
Bruh, Baku, fucking hell, bro.
Bro,
Giroud had a masterclass. Hazard had a masterclass.
I still no with that game, yeah. I still think to the moment in the plane after where they won it,
Hmm.
and Giroud said, "Thank you, Arsenal, bro." That hurt me. That was personal to me because I like Giroud.
I
I
fucking
like
hated
Giroud as
him.
a player.
Even when he was at our club, I hated him.
I like Giroud as a player. I liked him, and I liked his arrogance on the pitch. I liked it.
I think he was one of the reasons we didn't win the league in 2016. Like when we lost to Leicester, guy went 15 or 16 Premier League games in a row without a single goal as our main center forward. Oh, I
Let
hated
me
Giroud, bro. I couldn't stand him. But anyways,
let me just say this. Big up Abby. Big up brother. We're good
big
man.
up,
We're all
bro.
good man. Big up bro. Big up Thriller from Manila. Big up my brother. Big up man. Big up man. We're all good. All good. Hope you guys are all well, bro. That Staffy picture kills me every time. Every time. Um, he said, "Do you believe Gabriel Jesus should have had a pen at Villa?" Yes. That was
100%.
that was a nailed on pen. The
Hmm.
handball, we can sit here and we can discuss. Maybe it's 50-50. I personally wouldn't given it. The thing is, I look at the rules, and the actual rules state that it has to be taken away. It
How
can't
so?
be a penalty because
Yeah.
even if the player, even if the defensive, this is in the rules, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even if the defensive player handballs it by accident,
Yeah.
in
It's not
that
a pen.
sequence of play, in that sequence of play, if the ball goes in the net and one of the attackers handballs it, then
It's
they
scraped
only
off.
focus. Yeah, the handball from the defender is just accidental. They put
Yeah.
that to the side and they only focus
But attackers
on
is
that
anything.
one. The attackers, because the attacker,
Yeah.
this is, you know what I mean. You're not.
The only
If
annoying
it
thing
was
about that
only Matty
penalty,
Cash handball, then they would have looked
yeah,
at it.
it would have gone
But
in 100%. The only annoying thing about that, I don't think it was a pen, right? But the only annoying thing about that is I don't think Saliba's was a pen either against Chelsea, right? Again, just by the rules, because
yeah.
every defender in the world jumps with his hand up. And the funny thing is, Mudrik, who headed the ball onto Saliba's hand, also jumped with his hand up.
Hmm.
So this is where like I find it
Yeah,
annoying, and
that one
that's why
pissed
I'm
me
saying it's
off.
inconsistency. Yeah, it's
That
so
that
inconsistent,
Saliba
bro.
one pissed me off because you could see he closed his eyes and literally like that,
Exactly. And
bro.
that's the
His
thing.
eye,
If he jumped like this and the ball hit his hand straight, you could say, okay, careless. What the hell are you doing jumping like that and not touching
yeah,
the ball? But he didn't just jump like that. Mudrik headed the ball on him. John Terry, right, Chelsea legend, came out after the game and said that shouldn't have been a pen. He's like, if I was given against me, I would have been upset. And this is like Chelsea. Imagine he's a Chelsea legend. He's saying that against his own club. So I don't get, bro. And even by the
yeah.
rules, I don't think it should have been given.
Um, Thriller saying, but Sir, did you hear that they will change that rule for next season, bro? You know what? I'm tired of them. I can't be asked. I'm sick and tired of them. Oh, we'll
Yeah.
change it now. Now that it's happened, now that it's fucked somebody over, we'll change it now. Yeah, and we'll get it all sorted out. Fuck that shit, bro. That rule should have never been a thing, bro.
And how
Not
about instead
even
of changing rules every summer, fucking be competent at your job? Like be competent.
exactly.
Figure out a way to have
Bro,
consistent
go
decisions
through the
across the
rule
board.
book. Go through the rule book. They have bro, the PGMOL have so many employees at their head office, bro. So many employees at the FA head office. Why can't you get a team of 10, 15, 20 people to go through the rules, overlook the rules, and just update the rule book? Update the rule book. That rule book has probably been the same, and they've just added random rules in there for the last 25, 30 years. Update it, bro. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. You need to update it so it coincides with VAR, coincides with the way the game is played today. But yeah, listen, if they change it, they change it. It's bullshit. I've already been stripped of a goal anyway.
Yeah.
So it is where it is, man. But we won't sit here and moan about it. But getting back to the game,
Mm.
starting 11s. I think we should talk about starting 11s before we go to your predictions and all of that. Starting 11s. Who are you going with?
Ramsdale obviously in goal. These are the kind of games he needs to be playing in for sure. Um,
This will give him
I-
his. If we do somehow win the Champions League, which obviously I know that's never gonna happen, but it's still a dream, man. You know,
hey, you never know.
I have wild dreams, bro. Wild dreams. But yeah, I hope that or this is going to give him his. If we did end up winning it, this would give him his qualification for the medal. You know what I mean? So you can
Hmm.
have a Champions League winners medal, because I think you need to play a minimum of 15 minutes, isn't it?
I think so. I'm not sure.
No, no, a minimum of 80 minutes. You have to play a minimum of 80 minutes in order
Otherwise,
to
okay.
qualify. In order to qualify to be a player who played enough in that winning Champions League run.
Hmm.
So yeah, so
Fair.
hopefully this will give him it. But yeah, go on, bro. We're just starting 11.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Ramsdale. Obviously, I think I would start Royal Walters in this, because we only we have injuries on our to our fullbacks, so I don't want to see some of the major guys starting. I definitely would probably I definitely start Kivior. I just don't know where. I don't know if I would start Kivior as a left back or as a left center back.
No.
That's the only thing, because if we start him as a left center back, then who are you gonna play left back? The only option then is to play Zinchenko.
Three at the back, mate.
I wouldn't change the system, bro. Like for this game, I honestly wouldn't. Look, I would probably start him left center back, anyways. I think Zinchenko can play a game, as left back, and then maybe like Ben White as center back. Maybe try him there. My midfield would be Jorginho, and then it's such a boring midfield. Even the names
Would
before I
you
even
really
finish saying
risk?
them.
Would you really risk Ben White and Zinchenko?
Yeah, but then who are the other options though?
So who do you have at right back?
Ruel Walters.
So let's play Royal Waters at right centre back,
Okay.
and
Who
then
would
we
you play
give
right back
Cedric.
then?
Give it Cedric, mate.
Yuck.
Give
Oh
it
my
Cedric.
god.
He's still
I would,
there, bro. He needs to play a game, bro. Otherwise, he's gonna stop. Yeah, in the manager mode,
yeah,
career mode in
yeah.
FIFA. You know when they send you a message saying, "Boss, I need to play, man. You're not playing me." He's gonna send Arteta the messages, bro. He's like, "Boss, I want to play,
Listen,
man."
that 75,000 a week is the biggest waste of money like we could ever be spending on right now. Honestly, like I'd rather double that amount and get some midfielder. 75,000.
Hey.
Oh my god!
Do you
If
know
I
what
had
I
to,
could do just with one of those 75,000? Do you know
bro.
what I could do, bro? I would live off of that. I would live off of that for months, bro. Months, for years. For years. You give me 4 years, I'd live off that 75,000 to the T. To the T.
Unbelievable. He's getting 75,000 to train football. That's it. Just to train on football, just to be fit and to be active. We have to pay to go to gym, and he has to just get 75,000 just to train and be fit and go to gym and eat at the club's expense and stuff. I don't get why we didn't let him go. I would have even let him go
Club's
for free.
expense.
Yeah, it's on the club's expense. You're showering for free, eating for free, sleeping probably in the club, so you don't have to spend it for your home, right? 75,000 a week.
You
Oh
get
my god.
flights. You get flights, free flights.
Exactly. And
Because
all you have to
I'm
do is
sure
just
all the
train and then cheer your club. Come on, Arsenal. Come on,
I'm
Arsenal.
sure that all the Arsenal players, I think this was a deal that they set out, that any Arsenal player and Arsenal manager, all of that, the actual players and stuff, they get free flights from a number of free flights from Fly Emirates. They
Yeah, it
get
makes
free
sense.
flights as per obviously the deal with Arsenal, and obviously the executives all get that and shit like that. So this guy is flying for free. He's doing everything basically for free, while under the expense of the club, at the expense of the club,
Look,
literally.
I don't mind. I don't mind playing him. We can play Royal Walters center back as you mentioned. I don't mind playing him. It's just that okay, fair enough. I guess it is a dead rubber game. Who cares? And then I'd probably play Kivior and Zinchenko. That way, at least we're only risking one of our fullbacks. I would start with Jorginho, El Neni,
That
and
stinks.
bro, I can't even get out.
That
I'll probably start.
stinks.
For me personally, I would start Odegaard because I think because he's had a stinker against Aston Villa, I think it's giving him some minutes to like try and get back in form, trying to like play a few games, like play extra minutes just to get like a touch here and there. I think it'll be fine. Um, and then we can take him off at halftime and bring on Smith Rowe. My front three would be Nelson, Nketiah, and
Where are the
Segoy
kids?
probably.
Nah, forget about Sego Jr., bro.
Why not?
We need to get Miles Lewis Kelly in there.
Hey,
Yeah.
okay, fair.
We need to get what's his name, man? Kozia Dubry in there. And we
Mm.
need Ethan Waneri in there.
But
We
Ethan
need those
Waneri
players.
plays mid, right? If I'm
Yeah,
not
have you
wrong, I
put
think
him
he
have
plays
you put
mid.
him in the midfield?
No, I haven't. I've said Jorginho, El Neni, and Odegaard because I want
Nah,
Odegaard to
fuck that
redeem
shit,
that
bro.
disgusting game, bro. I want Odegaard
Fuck
to come
that
back from
shit,
that
bro.
shitty game. The
I'm
thing is,
trying to
I don't
see
even
where
know like
this
some of. Yeah, I'm
Sousa
looking at some
guy.
of our younger. So we have Dudziak, we have Rosiak, Sousa, Nichols, Goer. These are the guys who played against Lens and we
Is
lost
Lino
2-0.
Lino Sousa? Is
Yeah,
he a
right.
left back?
No, right. Right. In this formation, he's a right winger or right midfielder or right wing back.
Let me see this. What position does this fucker play in? He's not a fucker. He's actually a G. Plays for the Marty Arsenal. I don't know why I called him a fucker. That's hella rude for no reason. He's a
I
defender.
actually, is he? Yeah, so right back then. I'm actually trying to see like okay, I'm looking at the squad here. So Ethan Nwaneri is in the squad. We've got where are the names?
Position. What positions do they play in? All this shit says defender. Oh, here we go. There we go. So, you know, go to transfer market because they'll actually give you the actual definition. He's a left back. He plays left back.
Does he? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe start him.
He's had 6 appearances so far in the under 23s or under 21s. Is it under
Hmm.
23s? Under 21s. The Premier League 2. He's had 6 appearances. He's got 2 goals from left back. And he can play left back, he can play left mid, he can play centre back as well. Left centre back as well. I'd play him at left back, man. Give him a run. Raw Waters on the other side. You're lagging, bro. What's going on? I can't lie. Your connection, his connection was bargain. Abby, yeah, Bayern better win tomorrow against Man U. These fraud clubs cannot be trusted. Yeah, listen, man. Bro, they're gonna be wanting that, bro. They're gonna be wanting that because they don't want to. If they get a draw, and Copenhagen lose, bro, they're in. That's it. They're in. There we
Yeah,
go.
Man United. We need Man United to lose, bro. The thing is, I actually want them to finish
What
third.
happened to your connection, bro? Please,
Bro, I don't.
What's
The
going
thing
on?
is, I have the freaking Ethernet cable connected. That's the funny thing. Like, it's actually connected to the cable, and the speed is decent. So
Try and connect it. Try and connect to your. Come back out and try and connect to your hotspot, Sam, bro. Sometimes that works. Weirdly enough, it works sometimes. Cedric, yeah. Nwaneri, bro. Nwaneri needs to play, bro. Yeah, even Anime Senpai is saying that as well. ESR. I don't think he'll start Anime right now. I don't think ESR will start just because he's just come back from an injury. Do you know what I mean? He's just been able to train with the first team again, like go into group training and that. So I don't think that he'll be able to do it yet. He'll be able to come into the first team just like that. You on data?
yeah, I'm on data hotspot.
Perfect. It works perfectly. It's weird,
Really?
bro.
Oh
It's
my
weird.
god, I don't
StreamYard
understand
is
it.
weird like that, bro. Your Wi-Fi is fucked, and then the
The
hotspot
funny
works
thing is,
perfectly.
I'm not even on Wi-Fi. I'm literally
Oh, it just literally fucking went out for a second. Well, yeah, it went out now.
Shit.
Oh, you're back.
Can you hear
There we
me?
go. Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, I don't understand why it
Skelly,
happens, bro. Honestly.
Skelly must play, and Dubry. Yeah, listen, I want Lewis Miles Skelly and
Mm.
Koze Dubry to play, bro. Because when they came on in the what was the game that they came on? Uh,
Um,
I think it might have
the
been
Carabao
the
Cup game,
Carabao Cup game.
Brentford.
No, it was the one before that.
Brentford was our first game. We won
Was
that,
it?
and then we lost to West Ham. I remember Sagoy Junior came in that game, or started maybe.
No, so Go Junior started the game.
Yeah, so
What's his name wasn't passing the fucking ball. ESR. I was
mm.
getting pissed off. I was getting pissed off with ESR that day. Like, pass him the fucking ball. Give him a chance, man. The fuck are you not passing the ball for? He's literally
But
looking
that's
at the guy and he turns away and goes and passes it to fucking Reese Nelson. Bro, what the fuck are you
but
doing, bro? Pass him the fucking
that's
ball.
that's the thing, Saad. Like I think these guys, as I said, they're trying to fight for a spot. So this is why, like, I think there was a
He's not
chance
trying to
where
give him
Smith
his
Rowe.
chance so he doesn't show himself as
I don't
a
know about
decent
that. I
player.
just feel like he wants to do a bit extra to make sure that he gets a goal or he gets something so he can be remembered for that performance. But
Oh, so what? He's
I
like,
don't know.
he's not gonna waste it on the kid, bro. He's like, I'm not giving it to you, man. You're not
He's
gonna
like, yeah,
do
I'll give
fuck
it to
all with
Reese
it.
Nelson. I'll give it to Reese Nelson. Maybe he'll score. I'll get an assist, and I can go to Arteta and be like, look,
Yeah, exactly. You ain't gonna do fuck all
G.
for me. Um, this may sound odd, but Walter's profile is very similar to Timber.
But not
Listen,
proven
he
yet.
can, he's young, but he can play in the same positions, bro. He can play in the right back and he can play in the center back. The only thing he's missing, um, the only thing he's missing, bro. Moroccan Egal, you're such a fraud. How's the title mad? How is the title mad? I said, play the kids. Play the kids, bro. How is that mad? This guy goes to the most tapped thing and he says, oh, yeah, that's what that is. That's
I
so
didn't even
tapped,
like.
bro.
Nothing came to my mind
And I
when
said,
I
what do you
read
mean by
that. Like,
play with the kids? Who said with? Who said with? You added with by yourself in
yeah,
some twisted
exactly.
fucking shit that you guys
Exactly.
are doing.
Yeah. You
Bro,
them
freaking
Moroccan Egal, bro. Get
some
your head out of the gutter, bro.
bro, some
Come on,
some
Moroccan Egal.
freaking Man United way of thinking, bro. Fuck that shit, man. It's not me.
Man, have you?
But
Is it
yeah,
just me
he
or is
is.
our is it just me or is our academy like not producing the same kind of talents? Like, okay,
No, they
Saka
are. They
obviously is
just
one,
ain't been. They ain't being brought in. This is what I was saying. They need
but they're
to be
not going
brought in.
anywhere else
This
and performing
time
either.
where they need to be brought in. Patino, I keep on hearing about this guy. Apparently, he's coming back, so he's going to be into the team next
Bro,
year.
Nketiah had a bigger hype like when he was younger, and we know how Nketiah is. Like, what I mean is, like, if you remember,
Anytime you
I
say
know
his
he
name, bro,
wasn't,
my head hurts, bro.
huh?
Anytime you say
Nketiah.
his name, there's a pain that's right here, and that pain is like someone's put a freaking screwdriver in there and just
Yeah, I
twisting,
get you.
twisting, and twisting, bro.
I
Pissing
can't
me the
believe we
fuck
let go of
off, bro.
Balogun for him, bro. It's crazy. But
Balogun.
But Balogun probably is the only one that I can think of. Balogun and Saka, because the rest of them, right? Like I'm thinking, obviously Fabregas. I know he didn't come from our academy. Technically, he came from Barca's, but then he joined us when he was like 15 or 16, and we like raised him to be the player that he is. So when I look at like so I do consider him like an academy player, even though he joined us at like obviously at 15 or 16. I look at Fabregas. I look at Wilshere. After that, Wilshere, like for a couple of years, if you remember, like, he was considered one of the best talents in the world at that age. Um, and for whatever reason, we just haven't produced these same kind of talents. I remember there was a little time where Bayern seemed like he's going to be that kind of right back as well, because he came in 2014 and was absolutely killing it and stuff. And I don't know, like our youngsters just haven't been to
I
that level. Omari
Abby
Hutchinson.
is speaking. Abby is speaking my language right now,
Then
bro.
get here to Brentford and get Tony on
By
loan after
speaking
this
my
Bayern scammer, but
language, bro.
they won't let him go, bro.
Nah, but they might for Tony, for Nketiah. Nketiah is
No,
that
I was
level, man.
saying Brentford will not let Tony go.
No,
Like I
that's
don't.
what I'm saying. No, what if we give them Nketiah loan
Mm,
and then obligation to buy at the end of the season for I don't know 60 million or whatever it is?
mm.
We've given him Nketiah, who's worth I don't know, like 10 mil or something like that. And then we're getting Tony, who's and giving
He's
them
worth a bit
60
more than
mil.
10 mil, Saad.
Yeah, listen, man, bro, my standards are so low for this guy now that it's just, Do you know what? Do you know that guy? That picture of the guy on the table, and he's got all the pennies, and he's got them all set out on the table nicely, and he's counting them. But that's me with the Nketiah's valuation, bro. I'm thinking, what has he done to have this? Even 10 million was a lot, bro. So I have to just
Mm.
start. I'm playing with scraps here, man. But yeah. Sorry. Let's get into your actual starting 11 because there weren't no
Yeah,
kids
look,
in there, man. I didn't like that, man. I didn't like that.
I mean,
Mine is
the thing
way
is,
different to yours.
I'm interested in hearing yours because I don't think he will go to a full young team like that. I think he will start some senior players. It's not starters. That's why I said like Jorginho. If he doesn't start Odegaard there, he might actually start Smith Rowe if he feels he's ready. Otherwise, he might do like Jorginho, El Neni, and Trossard there. I really hope we see something like that. And then, as I said, the front three would be Reece Nelson, Ketia, and I think he'll go to Go Junior again. I really do if he's fit and available. If not, then maybe he will start another midfielder and put Trossard on the right, or put Trossard on the left and Reece Nelson on the right. But this is what
So
I'm saying. Knowing Arteta, he'll probably start Havertz, he'll probably start Trossard, he'll probably start Gabriel, right? And he maybe moves Kivior to the left back position. So knowing Arteta, I think he'll probably do that. He'll probably start 3 starting 11 players.
So what I'm thinking.
I'm not even that familiar with our academy, which is why I'm struggling to like actually put in names like Ethan Waneri and obviously Segoy Jr. and Royal Walters. Like we've seen them before, but like the others, like I don't think he'll risk them.
What I'm thinking.
Moroccan Igal, yeah, other clubs will come for Tony, but if we put in a serious bid, I promise you he picks us over any other club. Of course, I'm not talking about City and stuff. I mean, City will never go for him, but he definitely picks us over
So
any other
this.
club.
So this is what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Hmm.
This is what I'm thinking for the team. Yeah. So I'm gonna go Ramsdale in goal. I'm gonna go Raw Waters at right back. I'm gonna go Ben White and Kivior in centre back pairing. Then I'm gonna go Sousa or Lino Sousa, whatever. He played for us before. They played him. So
In the friendly preseason.
yeah, in preseason friendly. That's where I saw them. I remember. That's where I saw them now. All of these kids. It was in a preseason friendly. They played Lino Sousa. And then in the midfield, I'm going with Jorginho, Nwaneri, and Miles Lewis Skelly in the
What about El
midfield.
Neni?
No, forget about all that. Forget about all that, bro. He'll get his time in other games, bro. All right.
There's no other game, bro. This
No,
this
don't
is the
worry. He'll get
last
him
dead
time. He'll
rubber
get
game
his
of the
time.
season.
He'll get his time. Don't worry, man. Hey, don't worry.
This is the
I'm
last dead
sure.
rubber game of the season. Trust me.
And then for the front three, I'm gonna go with Sego Jr., Leandro Trossard, and Kai Havertz up top.
Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. I don't mind
So
that.
that's the starting 11 that I'm going with. Right
Okay.
there. You can't see it properly because of this
I
fucking
can't see the
light.
names properly. I can see it a little bit here and they're like a bit blurry, but yeah. Yeah, I
But
don't mind that,
yeah,
bro. I don't
that's the
mind that,
starting
honestly.
11 that I'm going with.
It's surprising you haven't. I know you said it gives you a headache, but we know for a fact Nketiah is starting, bro. 100% Nketiah is starting. Like it's not even a
I don't
question.
start him. I don't start him, mate.
Yeah, 100% Arteta will start him.
In this game, I want Kai Havertz to be our leading guy, man. You know, I want him to be
As
the one
funny
that's
as
making a
funny as it
difference.
sounds, that I if I could go back in time, like this me could go back in time and talk to Ostrov from a month ago and tell them, yo, maybe we should rest Havertz so he doesn't get injured, I would be laughing hysterically. But
Yeah,
the fact is, right now, because we don't have Partey, our starting midfield is what? Rice, Havertz, and Odegaard. And because Havertz has been really good in the last couple of games, I'm thinking, bro, I actually don't want him injured. Like, I wish he stays fit. So I don't know, man. Maybe I would consider like resting him this game, bring him off the bench second half. Um, but yeah, knowing Arteta, he might probably start him. I think he'll start him in the mid, and I think he'll probably play Nketiah up front.
Right, I've just posted that on my Twitter. But yeah, listen, I think even I was kind of doubting myself because I would have said I would have taken Sego Junior out. I'd have put Kozia Dubry on the wing because I think Kozia Dubry can play in that position. Just gonna double check because
he has played in the mid, from what I can see.
No, but he's played on the wing.
Listen, these youngsters will play anywhere they are asked to play, bro. They're waiting for an opportunity like this. You tell Nwaneri to play as a left back, he'll probably play left back if we need him to.
Let me see, Kozia Dubry. Amario. What a name, man. He is a right winger. So he's played on right wing, he's played left winger, and he's played an attacking mid.
I wish we didn't let go of Omari Hutchinson, bro. Guy went to Chelsea and now he's back on loan. I think he's on loan, if I'm not wrong. Such a waste of talent.
Who's that?
Hutchinson. Omari Hutchinson. The guy we let go to Chelsea.
Yeah, he went to Chelsea. Well, fuck him. He went to Chelsea, bro.
It's not like he's going to start there. It's crazy.
He would have stayed. He should have stayed here, bro. Look what they've done to people.
Yeah.
Kuvi saying, bro, the league standing right now does not reflect anything. It's still early. These Liverpool fans. Yeah, I've seen some Liverpool fans go crazy. Like, bro, just
but let them. Bro. I mean,
calm it down. Did I even go crazy when I went at the top of the league? Bro, hell no, man. I was just sitting there calm. I was happy that I was there, but bro, like. It's still
long season. It's a very long season.
Long way to go now, man. We still got months.
And City are gonna come back. I'm telling you, bro. They're gonna, because the thing is, with this
De
Bruyne thing,
De Bruyne is gonna do, bro.
Bro, it's not even about what the thing is. What he does is one scary thing, but it's also the fact that when he comes back, I think the morale and the energy of all the existing players will lift up as well, right? And they'll be on high confidence and energy and stuff. So they're gonna. You remember when Ozil joined us and suddenly everyone's game elevated and we were winning a bunch of games. Ramsey had the season of his life. Cazorla was moved around. He was still playing well. Podolski, like that season, Ozil joined us.
Do you know why do you know why the morale is going to be boosted? Because De Bruyne, other than Walker, is still one of the originals. One of the originals from starting City. Yeah,
from before Guardiola.
City from the start, bro. From before Guardiola, before all of this, one of the ones that won that first league title. I believe he was there when they won the first league title, wasn't he?
In 2012.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't. He joined in 2015.
2015.
Pellegrini's last season. Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, I got that completely wrong.
But it was pre-Guardiola for sure. It was pre-Guardiola.
But he was there before pre-Guardiola, so that's why
I think he's the only one. He's the only one pre-Guardiola right now in the team, no?
No.
Everyone else is post-Guardiola.
Kyle Walker.
No, Kyle Walker joined after Guardiola.
Did he?
100%. Yeah. Guardiola's the one who got him. So it's literally no one else. KDB is the only pre-Guardiola player. 100% Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Haaland, Alvarez. Well, Foden is an academy player, but I mean, Guardiola gave him the opportunity.
Yeah.
Grealish, Stones.
Wow.
Stones, I'm not sure of. Stones, I need to double. I
think
Stones also was.
Stones is Guardiola.
Stones
is
there
Guardiola.
You go.
I remember.
Diaz for sure.
He bought him in his first season. Stones.
Yeah. For I think from Everton, 50 mil or something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah, they spent a lot on him.
Yeah, bro, 100%. So that means it's literally
they spent a lot on him. People were calling them fucking fools back then. Imagine if you tell him what Stones was doing now.
Yeah, bro.
And even this season,
one of the best centre backs in the world now.
Even this season, I don't think he's lit or set the world alight or anything like that.
Yeah, but he's been injured. He's got he had 2 injuries this season.
You know the ability is there. So
of course,
when he gets 100%. Back on it, when he gets back into the mood, he's gonna kill it.
100%.
But yeah, let's quickly before we wrap up, let's do the score predictions based on your starting 11. What's your score prediction, mate?
2-0, I would say. PSV.
Oh, you think we're gonna lose?
Yeah, I do. I do. I don't see us winning this game. Of course, if he goes with a good lineup, which I hope he doesn't, then I definitely think we'll win. But if he goes with the kind of lineup I'm predicting that he will start, then yeah, we definitely lose 2-0 because these guys will be hyped up. The fans will be all in it. The players obviously have a very good record in the league. Plus, don't forget they got smashed 4-0 at the Emirates, so they'll be looking for revenge, bro. It's like when we lost to Lens. We're like, yo, when you guys come to the Emirates, you see what'll happen, and we smashed them 6-0. Obviously, they're not gonna be able to smash us because we're too good, but
There you are.
what?
There you are. Nah, because man said they were too good.
Yeah, we are too good for them,
This is
obviously. Even with the second team, like, they're not
I
gonna
just
smash
read
us.
this, yeah. I just read this, yeah. This is a quote that Arteta said today on Ethan Waneri. He
Mm,
said there's something unique that he's got that I really liked from the beginning. His ability to take
mm.
the ball in tight areas and escape a little bit, like Jack Wilshere used to do.
So why aren't you playing him more? I you know
I
what?
don't understand why they do this stuff
I'm starting to
when
believe your hypothesis about the youngsters thing because I'm thinking like, you really telling me there's no opportunity in the last couple of years where you could have played some of these youngsters and promoted some of them, unless what I think is true, and that is we don't have young talents that are that level. But then who knows? Like as you mentioned, if you don't give them opportunities, you'll never know, right?
Ethan Nwaneri, I always fuck up his name. Ethan Nwaneri
Ethan Noneri,
is
yeah.
killing it in the under
Mm,
23s, killing it.
yeah.
And he's a 16-year-old, bro. I
Mm.
think he's 17 now. And he's
He was
killing it.
15 and something last year, so he's probably 16 now. Bro, no academies like Barca's, man. I wish we had a Barca kind of academy.
Yeah, Sam.
The youngsters that come in from there are just
He's
mad.
16. He's 16. He's born in 2007.
Yeah, there you go.
2007, bro. By 2007, I was 11 and chilling, bro. Getting into trouble playing football. While this guy was born. That is crazy,
Damn.
man. It's crazy. But yeah, your score prediction is 2-0 to PSV.
Yeah,
You're a
unfortunately.
fraud. You're a fraud.
I mean, I have to
How
be
could you ever
realistic.
do a loss
Yeah,
against
what
your
to
own
do, bro?
team? But
Yeah, I mean, it's a prediction. I don't hope
even
it happens, but
even with my team, I think we will win. I think we can get a win with that team. No, I genuinely do.
That's
I
wishful
genuinely
thinking,
do.
bro.
Did you see the team that I put out? Yeah. Have you looked on Twitter?
Yeah,
Look on Twitter. Look at the team. Because I got it on the Powered by Gunners thing.
bro. I'm just looking at it now. One sec. No, I mean, I heard you say it, so I know the team, but
No, but when you look at it on paper, you'll be like, oh, you know what? That actually looks all right.
hmm.
You
That
see,
looks like a team
Jorginho.
that's gonna lose 2-0, bro.
Okay, you're such a fraud and a hater. Yeah, you're such a fraud and a hater, bro. Because like, why not just support it for a bit? You know what I mean?
Bro, of course, 100%.
Guys,
If these guys go and prove
I'm
me
gonna turn
wrong,
this up
I'll
quickly,
be so happy,
just so
bro.
you guys can see this. Look, that's the team that I'm playing. So you obviously got Kai Havertz right there.
Mm.
Can this fucking thing just?
Yeah, I don't know why it's blurry. But you've basically got Ramsdale, Ben White, Kivior, Walters right back, Sousa left back, Jorginho as the DM, Nwaneri and Lewis Kelly, and then Sagoy right wing, Trossard left wing, and Kai Havertz up front. Yeah, look, again, I want these youngsters to prove something, especially players like Nwaneri, like Ruel Walters, because we have like a fullback crisis now with Tomiyasu out injured, and Timber obviously is out, and Zinchenko sometimes being a liability sometimes. So I want to see these kind of players prove themselves. Kivior, everyone was criticizing him for the Luton game, but then he's playing left back. He's a left centre back primarily, so if he gets to play in that position of his, no excuse. He needs to show up.
Yeah, no, 100%. But yeah, okay. We'll see what happens
Wait,
tomorrow. But I think
what's
we
your
can
score
win
prediction? You said win, but what's the score?
1-0. I said 1-0.
1-0. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm
Who
gonna
do you
go
have
with a
scoring
1-0
our
win.
goal, by the way?
I think it'll most probably be Trossard,
Mm.
but I want it to be Havertz, or I want it to be one of the young lads. I want them to get a goal, but I'm gonna go with a 1-0 win.
Okay.
Just because I want to be
Inshallah.
positive, man. Inshallah. Yeah,
Inshallah.
but I just want to be
Hey,
positive.
I'm positive. Anyways, even if we lose, I'm like, it's not a big
Yeah,
deal.
bro.
Brighton for me is the one I'm like waiting for, bro.
That's why
I've
included no starters. Actually, I've included Havertz, but let's face it.
Yeah.
And
Ben
I
White.
can't even say that. Because I included Trossard. Actually, you know what?
Trossard is not a starter. Trossard is
No,
not a
no, but
starter.
I wanted Trossard to start on the weekend. Or if
Against
we save him,
Brighton.
I think Trossard needs to start. We'll get into this when we do the preview.
Yeah, when we do the
preview is gonna be massive for
Liverpool,
by the way. I'm gonna have me,
bro. The Liverpool preview.
I'm gonna have me, you, and I'm probably gonna get like Hassam and freaking somebody else, bro, to come in to speak about it, bro, because that's gonna be massive. That's gonna be massive. Hey, big up, man, big up. But yeah. So yeah, listen, we'll see what happens. The game is tomorrow, guys. Watch along will be tomorrow. It's an early kickoff. It's 7:45. 7:45. 5:45. 7:45. 7:45 for you. Because you're 2 hours ahead, I believe.
No, 9:45 for me. I'm 4 hours ahead.
Fucking hell, bro. Dubai, I don't know how they're 4 hours ahead, bro. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. What time is it for you now? Fucking 11, 17.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
Bro, you gotta get to bed, brother. But listen. Big up to you for coming through on this preview.
Big up, bro. Big up, everyone.
Hopefully we can get a win tomorrow, but if we don't, it's not the worst thing that could happen to us, bro. We cruised through this group anyway. But yeah, guys, many thanks to you for
like and subscribe, everyone, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Very many thanks for you for joining us on this preview for the game against PSV. People that are watching on the playback, and people are watching on the people that aren't watching live, people watching on the playback. Make sure that you're subscribing to the channel. Make sure that you're liking the video. Make sure that you are supporting the channel as well. Any support is appreciated. Make sure to go and subscribe to Shoot the Ball. It is Shoot the Ball. It's not just Shoot the Ball.
Yeah. No, it's Shoot the Ball.
Shoot the Ball.
Yeah.
So go subscribe to Shoot the Ball, Ashraf's channel, where he does put content on there, and then make sure to hit him with a subscription, and make sure to check the description for his links. And guys, we'll see you on the next one. Peace out, my people.
Bye. Big up, everyone.